and today is one of kind of my scariest slash most panicky moment uh, ever in my life. And you may, I don't know if I've uploaded this video yet, but you may have seen, oh, I've got hiccups. You may have seen Will with the blonde hair in my GTA Online in Real Life video. If I've uploaded that by now, probably not. And the questions on the internet, I think it was the truth questions, truth or dare questions, from that. Well, it actually has him in. Yes. This is a story from, I'd say, 2 years ago now. Actually, maybe, yeah, I'd say around 2 years ago, 1 year ago, probably two. And some of you may know because I sometimes give references to this. I had a channel before this channel, and I had two actually, and I had a gaming one and I had a vlogging one. And my vlogging one was really not as popular as the gaming one, but I kind of at the end enjoyed it more, I guess. And I think I collected something. I think at this time I was really into doing like kind of football challenges, since I really liked football. And one of these days I was doing it with Dad. I will just say Will, and because my other friend, I'm not sure I want me putting him on since it's not in any of the videos. We'll go with Zach. His name was Zach, which is not really, but I'm just gonna go with that. And it was like around, I don't know, 6:30 at night or something. And we had been doing loads of vlogging videos when stupidly Will decided to kick the football over the fence, and Zach said, "I'm not getting that, I'm off to the toilet." So he ran into the tree line, because this place is basically a farmer's field next to the football pitch, but surrounding it is a deep tree line. And it's pretty creepy, especially at night, because me and Will have walked home many times in that field when it's been dark. And basically what happened was, I went to collect the ball, and that's when I saw, or just kind of to my right, a couple of feet away, was a tent. And I was like, whoa, Will, there's a tent here. You've got to get Zach here. Jeez, man, there's something here. And Will didn't go get Zach. He decided instead to shout at the tent. And I was going, "Will, stop, Will!" But he was going, "Hello, is anyone in there?" And he looked scared, but he looked like he found it funny. And to be honest, I did find it funny, but at the same time I didn't, because I thought that could be someone's, like a homeless person's house, and it's not fair, like disrupting them if they're sleeping or something. And it was really silent. There was no noise coming from the tent. And that's when James came back and we told him. And then that's when Zach, sorry, I may have just given away something there. That's when Zach came back and we told Zach, and Zach decided we should go check the tent out. And now, me being kind of the goody two-shoes out of the three, went, "No, I am not doing that. No way. That could be a homeless guy's house, or you don't know who's in there. It could be anyone. You don't know. It could be a paedophile. It could be a rapist. It could be a murderer. It could be anyone. It could be a drug addict. It could be anything." And they decided to go ahead anyway, and I stood back and watched, and I was freaking out, but I was kind of curious as well to know what was in there. But I wouldn't go in. I wouldn't, no. And so that they ran back, and they were shocked, and that's really the only way I can describe how they were. They were very, very shocked. And I was wondering why they were so shocked, and I asked what was the problem, and they said, "We've just seen someone laid down in that place, in that tent, and they've got tape around the feet and they're not moving. Now, as you can tell, that is pretty weird news to find out. And at that point, I was really creeped out. And I still wouldn't go, so Zach and Will said, fine, we'll have another look then. We'll check. And they came back and they went, yeah, it really is. You need to see this. So I dared myself to do it. I became brave enough to do it, and I did. And I looked, and sure enough, it was exactly what they said. There was, I could see feet, and there was tape around them, and that's creepy. It wasn't even winter, so it couldn't have been for warmth. And I told Will to get it on a record, and so he got his phone out and started videoing it all, in case, like, just in case police or anything, in case anything came forward about any of this. Since I was kind of nervous, to be honest. And while we recorded the whole thing, that's when the legs moved. Hell no. We ran off into the tree line screaming. And we were there for about 15 minutes before we finally dared to come back out. And when we came back out, there was still grass, like, stuck down to the floor where the tent had been laid. But there was no tent now. And that was creepy. That was a no-no for me. Like, where had the tent gone? And we couldn't find out where it had gone, but the only clue to where it had really gone to was this man, and he was in a black hoodie, in all black actually, black jeans, black boots, black hoodie, and he was like carrying a black bag with him, dragging it on the ground. And at that point we just freaked out, and I've gone back there many times before, and many times have I seen weird stuff. I've seen a druggie. He just walked past me, and I could tell he was smoking when he saw me, because he began to walk off and was doing strange things, which I'm not going to talk about. And I've seen a homeless guy's house. I've seen a lot of things there, but that by far is the creepiest thing that's happened there. And it didn't actually put me off going, but me and Will and Zach were really nervous, because what if this was actually like a murder case or something? Like, Jesus, we like, for us being like as curious as we were and thinking like really imaginative, we could have got ourselves into like a murder case or something. Who knows, like, what we got ourselves into then. But I think now there was really nothing to be nervous about, because in the end, nothing ever came of it. Nothing appeared in the newspaper of anyone being missing, and we kind of just forgot about it. But it's still very creepy to think about, that there could have been a dead body or unconscious body in that thing, and we didn't. We were there. We could have stopped whatever was going on. And yeah, it is creepy, but I think I'm glad I told you guys, because you've actually learnt there one of the creepiest things that happened to me, so you actually know a few things now about me, and that I'm not really one for, I guess, natural causes for why something's happened. I'm really into like paranormal and everything. So like, if people go, well, there's a scientific explanation for this, I go, but what if there's not? What if there is really something going on? And I've always been like that, because I'm a true believer in ghosts, and that's because things have happened to me, which I will talk about in a later episode. But that, I believe there was something in that tent that wasn't right, and I just got a vibe. It wasn't good in that tent. Whatever was in there, it wasn't in a good mood. But it's gone now. Nothing ever came of it, and it's just a memory now. But yeah, it was pretty creepy. And yeah, that's the story time part 2. with me. And yes, goodbye.